Senators may not see 2025 budget before it is being passed, says Deji Adeyanju. You're welcome to Nigeria Anchor News. And today we are discussing two key issues in the Nigerian politics. First is about the activist and lawyer Deji Adeyanju's claim that some senators may not see the 2025 budget before it is being passed into law. And then the second one is the clash between the key political figures over President Bola Tinubu's economic policies. Now, it is a very worrying situation when key lawmakers aren't able to properly scrutinize critical documents like the national budget just as has been presented yesterday. This raises serious concerns about transparency and accountability in the legislative process. On the other hand, the disagreement over Tinubu's economic policies, especially the controversial fuel subsidy removal and then the raising inflation, it really shows how divided opinions are on the state and on the state of Nigerian economy. But no matter how divided the opinions still are, they are still subject to the outcry of the people because everybody is speaking out of the pains of the hardship. And Deji Adeyanju, who is a prominent activist lawyer as introduced earlier, has raised an alarm over the 2025 budget as he stated that some senators might not even see the budget before it is being passed into law. Well, Deji actually revealed that 5 senators had told him personally that they have never saw the last budget before it was rushed through and passed. Taking to his X handle, formerly known as Twitter, Adeyanju criticized the lack of transparency as he says, 5 senators told me they never saw the last budget after several demands. It was later passed into law with the speed of light. Wow. I am sure senators won't also see this budget. Neither will they even scrutinize it and it will be passed. Now, this is how low we have descended as a nation, in his words. Now, these claims comes after President Bola Tinubu presented the 2025 appropriation bill to the National Assembly. That is Tinubu's 2025 budget, dubbed the Restoration Budget. Securing peace, rebuilding prosperity, includes significant allocations with 4.91 trillion earmarked for defense and security, 4.06 trillion for infrastructure, and then 3.52 trillion for education and 2.48 trillion for health. Now, despite the presentation, Adeyanju's remarks still raise questions about whether the National Assembly will still also have adequate time or access to properly analyze the budget before it is being passed. Now, given the speed at which previous budgets have been passed, now the public is still left wondering how thorough the scrutiny process still is. Now, in a political development, a heated debate took place regarding the President Tinubu's economic policies during the panel discussion at the 70th anniversary of the Nigerian Bar Association in Ibadan, and then 3 prominent figures expressed different views on Tinubu's economic direction, like the likes of human rights lawyer Ebun Olu Adegboruwa, the PDP chieftain Segun Sowunmi, who also strongly criticized the president's policies. Adegboruwa argued that the Tinubu's administration has led to increased poverty, inflation, and Japa syndrome, an exodus of Nigerians seeking better opportunities abroad. Now he went further speaking. He still pointed out that the failure to tackle critical issues like restructuring and the bloated government, which according to him are further contributing to the country's woes. Now, Sowunmi still re-echoed similar sentiments, particularly condemning the removal of the fuel subsidy, which he believes is exacerbating the country's economic challenges. He raised concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of Southerners in key positions like the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Ministry of Finance, which he also perceived as a sign of tribal imbalance. Now, however, Senator Bashiru Ajibola, who is the National Secretary of the APC, defended the president's economic policies, arguing that the focus on infrastructure development and a unified exchange rate was crucial for long-term growth. He even acknowledged inflation as a serious issue, but said that the government was focused on reducing it. He also defended the fuel subsidy removal, claiming that it was a necessary step for Nigeria's economic development. Now, Ajibola emphasized that the government was working to create an investment-friendly climate, and the country was now in a better position to manage its foreign exchange debt and attract global investment. The clash between these political figures reflects deep division in Nigeria politics and highlight the challenges in implementing effective economic policies. Now, while President Tinubu's supporters argue that his policies are necessary for long-term growth, critics also claim that they are only worsening the suffering of ordinary Nigerians. Now, the controversy surrounding the 2025 budget process is another alarming reminder of the need for transparency and accountability in governance. Yes, now we must ask ourselves this question: are we truly progressing, or we are simply continuing a cycle of ineffective leadership? Yes, to me, we are actually revolving around the circle of ineffective leadership, because the entire issue is revolving around party rivalry, because this other person is from the PDP while the Tinubu's government is in the hands of the APC. Now, once anyone perceives something not right from another party, they doesn't take it serious because they feel he or she is trying to look down or downplay them due to one or two reasons, because he or she is not in their party, so they feel he should not even have any contribution to make. And we are told that this Nigeria is for all of us. So why are these party issues still causing a lot of damages in the economic and social aspect of the country? All right, what do you think about the claims that some senators may not see the 2025 budget before it was being passed? And do you also believe that President Tinubu's economic policies are truly in the best interest of the country? What do you think about the claims that some senators may not see the 2025 budget before it is passed? And do you also believe that President Tinubu's economic policies are truly in the best interest of the country, or they are just worsening the situation? Now, let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and stay tuned to Naija Anchor News for more news updates.